Hey hackers, Blue Cosmo from CCS here. Welcome back to the channel today. I have a new payload for the USB RubberDucky. It is called Duckministrator, right? The Duckministrator, and it basically just it opens up a administrative PowerShell easily, right? Now, please note this isn't some sort of priv-esque tool or like a priv-esque payload. It is on a account with administrative permissions. Then it can open up a administrative PowerShell super quickly. Now, that's going to be very helpful for a lot of cool payloads if you need to do some more advanced exfiltration, or if you're trying to disable Windows Defender, this would be the perfect thing to use for it. So let's definitely check it out, right? So this is Duckministrator, created by me. Some requirements are that you need to have your Ducky flashed with TwinDuck, but I just made a tutorial for that, which I will link in the cards up here. And then we are going to have a micro SD card labeled the letter D, so that way it can change directories into the Ducky and run the c.cmd file, which we'll get to later. And of course, this is targeted towards Windows 10 users because of PowerShell. So how it works is basically we have our payload.txt. So what it does is it opens the run box, and then in that text area where we can run stuff in the run box right here, all we do is run this, right? So all we're doing is running a PowerShell command, and we're getting the name of whatever drive is labeled with the letter D, which would be our Ducky. It's going to change directories into that drive and then run the c.cmd file. That's all it does. When you run the c.cmd file, a little pop-up window will say, are you sure you want to run this app? It will say yes or no. Then we can just do the Alt-Y for yes, wait 1 second, and then here is where you guys can come in and put whatever you want to run on the actual PowerShell with administrative permissions, right? Now, if we go back here and check out the c.cmd file, so all it does is gets that administrative permissions, and then we will start our PowerShell. I'm not even going to touch all of this because this is a template that I've used for a lot of the malware I've developed. So I figured why not just apply it to a RubberDucky payload where we can get an administrative PowerShell. And if you want to get administrative command line for whatever reason, you can just remove PowerShell and it will just open up a administrative command line, which is pretty cool. Now the payload automatically just comes with the inject.bin just to open up the PowerShell. But if you guys want to customize it, again, you guys can just right here and going down, add whatever you want to the payload, so that way it can be run directly into the PowerShell. So we can go ahead and actually get this onto our USB RubberDucky. So we're going to go ahead and copy the link or the get link to the repository. I already have my micro SD card labeled the letter D on my computer. So all we can do is go in the little search bar up here, type in PowerShell, then we can just git clone our repository onto here, right? We can cd into our Duckministrator and then move all of our contents out. So if I list, there should be nothing in here. So if we check the micro SD card, we can delete the folder because all the files are now in here. So I guess that's really all we need to do. So we can quickly eject this. Again, you can edit the payload if you want to, add whatever you want to be run onto the actual administrative PowerShell. So you can take out your micro SD card, put it in your USB RubberDucky. All right, so all you guys have to do now is just plug it into your computer. See, it's running. And there you go. So you now have your administrative PowerShell. You can see in the top it says administrator, and to prove it, if you type in net session, it'll say there are no entries on the list, right? But if I were to open up a normal PowerShell right here, if I were to type net session, it says access is denied because I don't have administrator. But here I do have administrator, so I'm not getting an access denied message. So it's a good quick way you can access a administrative PowerShell. You may need to play with the timings a little bit depending on the computer, but in general, this payload should work pretty well. So that's really it. You know, you can do whatever you want with this PowerShell, not that you are a administrator, right? Yeah, pretty cool payload, very simple, very easy. I will of course leave this linked in the description down below as always. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to let me know in a little comment down below. More Hack 5 gear coming out, of course, or more Hack 5 payload content videos. I'm forgetting how to speak. There are more cool content videos for the Hack 5 gear coming out. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that by subscribing and hitting the little notification bell. And if you guys enjoy this content, let me guys know by leaving a like, and I will see you guys in the next episode or in the next video whenever I decide to post, which is typically Mondays, and I'm streaming on Fridays, so stay tuned for that. This is such a stretched out outro, but again, seriously, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. So stay happy, stay positive, and as always, happy hacking.